Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Lady Night and Bellmont Squaw Basketball on WellsCountyVoice.com and AdamsCountyVoice.com, respectively. We appreciate you being along with us tonight. This is Greg Van Meter, along with my cohort in crime, Derek Decker. Just the two of us tonight, so our stats will be lacking.
Yeah, they will be limited as what they usually are, as opposed to what they usually are, but we're definitely going to do our best. And Greg, you have excellent experience doing the book, more than probably me and Noah have combined.
Probably, but the amount of and quality of the statistics between my pencil and an iPad is quantitatively different.
Tough to compete with technology.
It really is. Well, we're glad that you're along with us tonight on your computers at home. This is another NE8 matchup this evening between the 3-1 Lady Knights in the conference, 15-2 overall, and the 1-3 Lady Squaws, who are 6-12 overall. I'm really anxious tonight, Derek, to see the freshman from Bellmont, Grace Hunter.
Yeah, I think she's the real deal. Coach Thornton touched on her just a little bit on Thursday night after the Whitco game. Excited to see what she can bring to the table. The JV gave us a good contest here. The Knights came out victorious in that one, 49-39. But, boy, that was a pretty good contest all the way through. And it's really nice to see this Bellmont program on the rise throughout these years.
It really is. They've struggled for a while. Andy Heim, the coach, great guy. Glad to see them having some success this year. Last year they won 4 basketball games. They've already won 6 with that 6-12 record, and I think they really are on the rise. They've got some good things going and some nice momentum, and that's a great thing to see for the coach and the program in general. Yeah,
that's right. And last year this team was just so young, and they made a lot of young mistakes that a lot of young players make, and it's good to see progressively you see less turnovers, you see more quality shots, you see more headsy plays from the veterans on the court for Bellmont.
And they still are a young team. They've only got 3 seniors on the roster, and none of them started last year. In fact, the only returning starter is Ryan Velez.
Right.
She's a junior. She started last year as a sophomore. But they do have some good experience with the 3 seniors that are on the team, especially Becca Wilder and Andy Schultz, 2 players that I expect to see with significantly increased roles this evening.
Yeah, Becca Wilder had some points against Norwell last year in a game where Bellmont points were hard to come by for them. I believe that was a 56-19 victory for the Knights over in Decatur this year. And this is a rivalry game, so the prediction is 68-30. But you kind of expect that to be closer with a rivalry game, and 2 teams from neighboring counties go at it here on the hardwood.
Yeah, that's for sure. And Derek, you did mention the JV defeating the Squaws earlier, 49-39. Also, the Norwell freshmen, they played Carroll tonight, as Bellmont doesn't have a freshman team. They beat Carroll 25-14. You mentioned the last time these 2 teams met, that was actually in sectional play. Norwell winning that game 68-29. Over the last 15 years, Norwell does lead the series 19-6. These 2 teams play almost twice a year, every year, with the sectional being in common. Against common foes, Bellmont 0-4, Norwell 4-0. Norwell playing definitely a more stringent schedule than Bellmont is right now. But Bellmont, in my opinion, is playing a schedule that they should be playing.
Absolutely, and when you're trying to build up your program, you got to play teams like that. You got to get some wins, and then you can start working into a tougher schedule.
Yeah, because you do need to learn how to win.
Yeah, you got to learn how to win before you really enter into a really tough schedule.
You really do. The Sagarin ratings overall, Norwell at 86.62, 27th overall, 5th in Class 3A, which is very strong. Bellmont, 50.09, 256th overall, 75th in Class 3A. We mentioned, I think earlier, that Norwell was here Thursday night. They defeated Whitco, a good Whitco team, 63-49. Bellmont lost to Fort Wayne Northside 60-53 in a game that they really came back strong late. And Grace Hunter, I believe, had 32 points in that game.
Yeah, that's right. And any time a freshman scores 32 points, it doesn't matter who you're against. You score 32 points, you deserve some respect.
Yeah, absolutely. And just watching her warm up, you can tell she's an athlete. She moves well on the floor, appears to not be intimidated at all by the crowd or what's going on out there. And we do have a decent crowd this evening. Maybe not quite as big as what we would have thought, probably due to the weather, with it being a little iffy out there today, throughout the day. I know there was some slick roads this morning, but seemed like by this evening they were just a little bit damp.
Yeah, they were a little slick this morning. What happened was it fell just below freezing and allowed some of that ice to form on the area roadways. But last night, once again, not as big of a crowd as I kind of expected over at Bellmont. Norwell did not travel well last night, as last year I know the Knights fans traveled really well over to Bellmont for that girls' game. But, weather's always a factor, especially this time of year. Right.
Yeah, it certainly is. But we do have a decent crowd tonight, especially on the Norwell side. And for those not able to be here in person, we do appreciate those who've joined us online. We'll take a quick break, hear from a couple of our sponsors, and be back with the balance of the pregame show and all the festivities after these words.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
Welcome back to the Castle. We're just about set for the tip, but before we get to that, Norwell, of course, going through their sportsmanship announcement right now.
One of the lengthier ones in the area. Just heard a commercial from St. Francis. The boys basketball team was a winner today, 82-67, I believe, over the Wildcats of Indiana Wesleyan.
Big win for the Cougars. Win. I'll tell you, they really played very. I think it's me, Derek, because I've now been there.
The Marion game.
That's right. They beat number one at the time, Marion, and IWU coming into today's contest, number 2. St. Francis was number 5. I expect them to move up in the rankings. We will be able to bring you the national anthem tonight, as the Norwell Pep Band is in-house. Excellent job, as always, by the Norwell Pep Band with the playing of our national anthem. We'll now join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for your starting lineup.
The non-starters for Bellmont are number 5, Ashley Hemrick, number 12, Terry Scott, number 14, Allison McBride, number 20, Ivy Thomas, and number 22, Samantha Sonnenberg. The starters for Bellmont: at a guard, a 5'2" junior, number 3, Ryan Velez. At another guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 24, Maddie Sonnenberg. A forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 15, Grace Hunter. The other forward, a 5'8" senior, number 23, Andy Schultz. And at center, a 5'10" senior, number 35, Pepper Wilder. The head coach for Bellmont is Mr. Andy Hine. And now, Norwell fans, let's meet your Norwell Lady Knights. The non-starters are number 10, Bria Wilson. Number 14, Madison Dunnick. Number 22, Courtney Beer. Number 30, Alexa Valerie. Number 40, Lindy Dial. Number 42, Cece Archbold. And number 44, Logan Rouse. Here are the starters for your Knights. At a guard, a 5'3" senior, number 34, Casey Struck. At another guard, a 5'4" senior, number 12, Mackenzie Sawyer. At the other guard, a 5'5" junior, number 20, Kaylee Muller. At a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 32, Wade Shelton. And at the other forward, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Stephanie Conrad.
Once again, those starters for the visitors on the Subway scoreboard, the Bellmont Squaws. It's Velez, Hunter, Schultz, Sonnenberg, and Wilder for head coach Andy Hine. He's 20-84 in his 5th year at Bellmont. For the Knights, it's Sawyer, Roller, Conrad, Shelton, and Strunk for head coach Eric Thornton in his 19th year at Norwell with a record of 284 wins against 146 losses. It'll be Conrad and Hunter tipping it off in the middle of the floor. Hunter listed at 5'10". Conrad listed at 5'9". They look to be very similar in size. And Norwell will control the opening tip. Bellmont appears initially to be in a man-to-man defense, and it's batted away, and a turnover for the Knights to start the game off. Now handling it up top is Velez, listed at 5'2". Now Hunter playing out on the floor. Good give and go, but it's stolen away, and that'll be the first turnover on the Squaws. That was Wilder on the receiving end of that pass. Just couldn't quite grab the handle as Roller on the drive is going to be fouled. Been very impressed lately with Kaylee Roller's floor play.
And not only on the offensive end, as we've seen her traditionally, she's improved so much on the defensive end.
She really has. Really gets after it. Does a pretty good job on the boards as well. Strunk finds Sawyer wide open for three. No good. And it's batted out of there by Roller and controlled by Shelton. Is that a turnover, Derek?
It's a block.
Who put the shot up? Shelton?
Shelton. So
Norwell 0 for 2 now from the field already. Bellmont has yet to take a shot. There's a long one. That was Sonnenberg with the three-point attempt. Maddie Sonnenberg.
Yeah, that Sonnenberg name sounds familiar. We saw her, one of them, crowned as the Silver Crown last night at Bellmont.
That's correct. I believe it was Emily.
Emily, so it must have been the senior sister.
Yeah, it must have been. In fact, Samantha's the other Sonnenberg that's on the basketball roster. That was Kaylee Roller opening the scoring with a three ball, as there's another turnover on Bellmont. Mackenzie Sawyer will set things up for the Knights. Good to see Kaylee get off to a good start with her shooting.
Oops.
As Norwell turns it over again. That's their second as well.
Samantha and Maddie may be twins, as They're both listed at 5'7", and they're both sophomores.
Yes, they are. Of course, Maddie in the starting lineup for the Squaws. Grace Hunter across the timeline, kind of loses the handle, turns it over. Quickly the other way is Shelton, and she's going to be called for a traveling. So a little bit sloppy here to start this one. 6 turnovers already in just over 2 minutes of play. Norwell leading 3-0. And Velez will bring it up into the teeth of that Norwell 1-3-1 zone. They're not trapping too tightly out of it right now. That ball will bounce off of Sawyer and out of bounds as McKenzie laughing. She took one off the noggin there, Derek.
Yeah, she did.
Wilder will inbound for the Squaws. That's Hunter up top. In the corner was Schultz. Schultz just kind of camped out behind that three-point arc as Norwell staying in their 1-3-1. Velez looking for room. Finds Hunter. She'll launch a long three and bury it. So Grace Hunter evens things up with her first basket of the evening. 5:15 left here in the first quarter. Strunk leaves it for Roller. Roller will launch another three and hit another three. Kaylee Roller off to a great start. Has Norwell out to a 6-3 lead. Velez up top. Looking for help, finds Hunter. Hunter looking underneath. Now Wilder on the baseline. It's batted away from her. Strunk able to keep it in bounds. Tries to get it to Roller, and the official says it was off of Maddie Sonnenberg. Boy, Derek, I thought that went off of Kaylee Roller.
Yeah, I think it did, and we have a great angle on that one.
We really did. Probably a better angle than the official, just because we're looking right along the baseline here. Shelton gets to the rack. Nice move by Quinn Shelton. She's now 1 for 2 from the field.
Yeah, something we didn't talk about in the pregame is how effective and how consistent Norwell is on the offensive end. They average about 63 points a game.
Right.
They hit it right on the nose on Thursday against Whitco, against a solid and what I thought a pretty solid defensive team as well. And really, Norwell could have scored more as they missed a lot of bunnies inside.
Yeah, they did. Stephanie Conrad had another huge night for the Lady Knights. That was Andy Schultz on that touch. Wilder on the baseline gets it to go. Nice soft touch by Becca Wilder. Gets the Squaws, to within 3. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Strunk turns the corner, gets fouled. They're not going to count that basket as she was fouled on the floor.
That may be the only way to stop Casey Strunk from going to the basket, as she's just going to be able to blow by anybody in the area.
The first foul that they had, do you recall who that was against, Eric?
I do not.
As Mackenzie Sawyer knocks another 3-ball in. Norwell now 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. And a traveling call goes against Bellmont. Ryan Velez drug her foot after receiving that pass. I think it might have been Wilder. For some reason, I was thinking that foul was inside. We'll not mark it down and catch up later is what we'll do. As a nice drive by Sawyer does not fall, and she will pick up the foul. Bumping into Sonnenberg, I believe it was. Yeah. Velez being guarded by Quinn Shelton. Quinn's got about a foot on her out top. Now Hunter. Hunter, I noticed, playing well out on the floor as Schultz could not get that jumper to go. Quickly the other way. Sawyer for 3, no good. The rebound knocked around, finally controlled by Becca Wilder. And a whistle. She traveled?
That's what he called. That's the second time that official has called it. It's looked questionable both times, as I didn't see her move her foot.
I didn't either. Madison Dunnick enters for the Knights, as does Courtney Beer. For the Squaws, Ashley Hamrick enters. Beer up top. Roller thought about it. She'll reset the offense. Now go to the dish. The high floater, no good, but she gets her own rebound. Boy, good hustle again by Kaylee Roller as Madison Dunnick will travel. That's the 4th turnover on the Lady Knights, 5 so far on the Squaws. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Norwell hot from outside to start this one. They've already knocked down 3 3-pointers. And there's a steal by Dunnick. She goes the other way and misses the layup. On the rebound, though, Stephanie Conrad right there.
Boy, Madison Dunnick has had her struggles as of late. After being a starter at the onset of this season, she struggled a lot.
Yeah, she really has. As her playing time's decreased a little bit.
Yep.
And maybe just not being able to stay quite as sharp as what she had before. Conrad converts the 3-point play, and Coach Andy Heim will take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it along with him and hear from Heidi Motors. We'll be right back.
Heidi Motors is celebrating 40 years of serving Wells County and the surrounding area with an outstanding selection of low-mileage cars, trucks, and SUVs that are in fantastic condition. And their ASE certified technicians in the service department offer oil changes, brakes, AC tune-ups, as well as a full line of replacement parts and tires, and are the best in customer satisfaction. Visit HeidiMotors.com to browse their inventory of new and used vehicles.
Well, back at the Castle, coming out of the timeout with 2:41 on the clock here in the first quarter. On the floor for the Knights, it's Roller, Conrad, Dunnick, Beer, and Strunk. For Bellmont, it's Wilder, Hamrick, Sonnenberg, Hunter, and Velez. We mentioned Velez, the only returning starter from last year. She averaged a little over 3 points, as well as about 3 rebounds. Hunter making her way down the lane, leads it for Wilder, and Wilder with her second basket pulls the Squaws to within 7. A tie-up inside. That should be Belmont's basketball.
Yeah, I think Roller kind of looked ahead. She thought she was going to have the layup and kind of lost it.
On the way to the rim. No shot attempt. And now Norwell's going to bring some full court pressure, although they back off pretty quickly. Oops. Madison Dunnick had the right idea, or excuse me, that was Casey Strong. Had the right idea trying to sneak in from behind to get the steal, but she got a piece of Ryan Velez. That'll be the first on Casey, second on the team.
Casey Strunk does a great job of staying aggressive on the defensive end, and I tell you, she never stops. I mean, it's just like she's the Energizer Bunny, especially when she runs along the bottom of that 1-3-1.
Nice block there by Kaylee Roller. Sonnenberg with the shot attempt. From the corner, Madison Dunnick misses everything, and the Squaws will head the other way. I've now missed 2 fouls on the Squaws, Derek.
Yeah, we are struggling.
Nice move by Grace Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, I've missed. The only one I got is the one on Ryan Velez, so we'll just kind of have to pay attention as Conrad is blocked at the rim. Good defense there by the Squaws. Quickly the other way, Sonnenberg give and go with the Velez. Velez couldn't get it to go, and Kaylee Roller pulls down the rebound. She'll bring it up herself. Bellmont staying in a man-to-man. Oh, nice kick out to Courtney Beer for 3. Good. Assist, Kaylee Roller. And the Knights really filling it up from beyond the arc so far. Just a minute left here in the first quarter. Velez finds Sonnenberg on the baseline. Norwell doing a good job of chasing in the 1-3-1. And they create the turnover, the 7th of the quarter for the Squaws. Roller quickly up to Beer. Beer underneath. That's Conrad with the left hand. Can't get it to go. 38 seconds left. Good look there.
Yeah, it was. And that hot shooting from outside for Norwell, very similar to what the boys did
last night.
As they knocked down, I believe, 7 of 9 in that first quarter.
Well, they were hot in that first quarter. They scored 23 points as Velez couldn't get the free throw line jumper to go. 13 seconds left here in the quarter. Yeah, they scored 23 points in the first quarter and 1 in the second quarter. They did avoid the shutout, however, as Casey Strunk is going to be fouled.
It's the 4th team foul. One of them on, okay, you got the one on Velez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes against Ryan Velez as well.
That's her third.
Foul.
Oh, boy.
Mackenzie Sawyer checks back in for the Knights, and Velez is staying on the floor. Well, now she may come out.
Boy, 3 fouls in the first quarter. That's tough.
It sure is. Andy Schultz replaces Velez. I'll bet you Grace Hunter does the majority of the ball handling now, Derek.
Yeah, that's probably right. Knights have, I think she, okay, was tipped. Thought maybe she bounced it on the baseline, but they're going to have 4.0 exactly to get a shot off here in the first quarter.
They lead by 8 at this point, the Knights do. That's Strunk up top, 2 seconds. Oh, tough pass, and Sawyer stepped on the sideline. That'll end the first quarter. The Lady Knights lead the squad 17-9 here at the Castle. We'll take a break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with me handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, today and get to a better state with State Farm. 824-1928.
Well, we're just about set to start the second quarter. Bellmont 4 and 9 from the field in that first quarter, total of 9 points. Norwell 6 of 15 from the field, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. So just 1 free throw taken and made so far in this ball game. It's been pretty clean. Bellmont with 4 team fouls. Norwell with just 2. Oh, nice kick out to Shelton for 3. That's short. And the rebound controlled by Wilder.
It's a nice look for Shelton. She just couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, just kind of short-armed that one a little bit. Hamrick with the give and go to Hunter.
Sawyer's going to be called for her second foul. She bodied him up a little bit too much.
It's a non-shooting foul as Madison Dunnick will check in for the Knights, replacing Sawyer. It's the team's 3rd team foul. Good strong move there by Hunter. Boy, not too often you see a freshman be that aggressive with the basketball. Hunter taking it between her legs, setting a good pick. There she posted up. Instead, Andy Schultz took and missed a 3. It was, I don't know that anybody touched it as it went out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think it was touched.
Casey Strunk will head the other way for the Knights. No score yet here in the second quarter. Knights still leading 17-9. Dunnick gets into the lane and loses it.
Actually gets it back, and Shelton pulls up. Can't knock it down. Rebounded by Hunter.
Quinn Shelton just 1 for 4 from the floor so far.
It was nice to see Madison Dunnick poke it out of there after turning it over.
Right. I didn't charge the Squaws with a turnover there. I don't know that they ever actually had possession of it. Wilder on the cut through the lane. Good move by Becca Wilder. And Bellmont now to within 6. That's a long 3 by Roller. No good. The rebound missed by Conrad. It's tied up. That'll be Bellmont ball, I believe.
Well, Norwell has not chosen to pound it inside at all to this point. Stephanie Conrad missing the rebound there.
Yeah, Bellmont does have some size underneath.
They do.
And there's another turnover, and it's turned right back over by Conrad. The pass gets through. Hamrick gets the shot up and misses it. Quickly the other way. Conrad corrals the pass. Dunick will launch another three and hit this one. It's good to see her knock one down, Derek.
Yeah, that's a confidence booster right there. Nice defense from Dunick. Or, excuse me, Casey Strunka along the sideline.
Bellmont will retain possession with 5:52 here in the second. And Grace Hunter handling it, staring into the teeth of that 1-3-1. She splits the defense, gets to the rack, and a foul's going to be called.
It's on Kaylee Roller.
Yep, that'll be her first, team's fourth.
It's also a non-shooting foul.
Taking it out underneath will be Becca Wilder for the Squaws. Wilder finds Schultz from distance, and Andy Schultz knocks down a three ball. That's the second made three attempt for the Squaws, as Casey Strunk quickly the other way gets on the scoreboard. That was her first basket. In fact, her first shot of the evening. Grace Hunter behind the back, looking for help.
Oh, I heard the slap.
Yep. Through the headphones, we could hear that one. That'll go on Quinn Shelton. Her first, team's fifth. Courtney Bear will re-enter for the Knights, replacing Shelton. Grace Hunter will inbound for the Squaws. Oh, boy, she needs to get it in. Finally does. It's batted away.
It's off of Bellmont, I believe. Oh. All right.
Well, that might be payback for the one that we thought went the other way earlier, Derek. Bellmont will retain possession. Quickly into Wilder, way up top, being guarded by Conrad. She loops it into Hunter, and Hunter is going to be fouled by Strunk. Strunk just kind of got into her body a little bit.
Yeah. Kind of come underneath her on the backside. Next one will put Bellmont in the bonus.
Second foul on Strunk. She'll take a seat and be replaced by Quinn Shelton.
Shelton got a very short rest.
Still missing one foul on the Squaws. We'll have to figure out who that one was on, as Roller almost picked that off. Sonnenberg leaves it for Hunter. Now Hamrick on the left wing. Hunter launches a long three straight away and buries it. Grace Hunter now with 8 points.
Hunter had a really pretty high arcing shot there.
Yeah, she gets a lot of air under it, as Kaylee Roller will drive and be fouled. No shot on the foul. It'll go on Ashley Hamrick. That's her first, team's fifth. Norwell inbounding under their own basket. Shelton into the lane, and she gets the floater to go. Good move by Quinn Shelton. Her fourth point of the night. Makes it a 24-17 Norwell lead. And Grace Hunter picked up her pivot foot there, Derek.
Yeah, just got it going a little bit too fast. The Squaws are keeping this one close. Keeping it 24-17. It's been hovering right around that 7-point mark for the majority of this one, as the Knights have not shot it well from the field.
Carrie Scott enters for the squad. The Squaws, she's another freshman, listed at 5'4", so two freshmen on the floor for Bellmont right now. We mentioned the fact they are a young squad, just 3 seniors on the roster, and only 1 junior, as Andy Schultz picks up the foul, and there's that foul I was looking for, Derek. That's her second. Kaylee Roller will go to the line to shoot a pair. So now I think I'm all evened up.
Roller misses the free throw, in and out. Checking in for the Squaws is Samantha Sonnenberg.
her first time on the floor so far this evening.
She played a good majority of the JV game. Starter on the JV team.
Wearing number 22, and boy, they've got to be twins. As
yeah, oh yeah.
She and Maddie look very, very similar.
Roller missed them both.
Well, you don't see that too often. Norwell retaining a 7-point lead. Yeah, Samantha Sonnenberg was an integral part of that JV lineup that lost by just 10 to Norwell, as that pass gets away from Sonnenberg. That's the third turnover of the quarter. I've got 10th of the game for the squads.
Yeah, Bellmont's had a little bit of trouble hanging on to the basketball.
Norwell's caused their fair share, though. They've got 6 so far. Shelton into the lane again. Can't get that one to go.
Bellmont getting a lot of rebounds underneath.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of blocking out.
Yep.
Playing solid defensive rebounding positioning so far. Hunter up top. She's being guarded by Courtney Beer. And Wilder with a wild pass. That'll be Norwell's basketball.
Yeah, Belmont's been visibly better on the defensive end as opposed to the offense.
Yeah, that'll come with experience, though.
Yeah, that's right.
3:30 left here in the second quarter. Roller, nice kick out to Dunnick, and Dunnick off on this one. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Belmont's basketball. As Maddie Sonnenberg chases it over by the boys' locker room. She had a ways to go to get that basketball.
Yeah, it trickles back there, and you got a long run.
Maddie's going to bring it across the timeline herself. Boy, she comes very close to turning that basketball over. No call, though. Wilder, that's a mismatch. Hunter being guarded by Beer. Hunter with about 8 inches on Courtney. And that's thrown away. Sonnenberg was trying to get it to Hunter on the baseline. That's the 5th turnover of the quarter for Bellmont. Norwell playing pretty good defense against the squads here so far. Hunter with a hairpin issue, I believe. Not a hair holder.
Not a hair holder.
No. Nope. You can call it a band if you want to. They were looking for the backdoor play there instead. Shelton takes it to the rack and scores. For Quinn, that's her 6th point of the game. And it gives Norwell a 9-point lead. Hunter testing that 1-3-1. Wilder with good hands to corral that pass. It's batted away from her. Stolen by Shelton. Shelton up ahead to Dunnick. Dunnick
missed it.
Was not sure where she was. And Conrad travels.
Timeout called by Bellmont. It's a 30.
It's Belmont's second used timeout. We'll take it along with Coach Heim and be back after these words from the Bowling Center.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Yeah, welcome back to the Castle. We're joined by Bluffton royalty, Derek.
We are. We absolutely are.
Mark Metler, official extraordinaire, stopping by the booth. Good to see you, Mark. Did you have some good holidays? Good deal. I don't think you're supposed to bring drinks into the Castle. Diet Pepsi.
No Diet Pepsi canned.
Of course, known Mark since we were little kids, and he's gone a lot farther in life than I have. But still good to see him. He doesn't hold it over my head at all, Derek.
That's good.
Yeah. He could really be kind of a jerk about it, but he's not.
That's a sign of a quality person and with a quality character.
That's exactly right. Hunter, nice pass underneath, but couldn't be handled there by Scott. Nice pass up ahead to Shelton, and that gives Norwell an 11-point lead. They're really ratcheting up the pressure now, although Wilder with a nice move underneath. She just really retained patience there, got herself in a good position and got it up on the glass. Roller the other way, can't get it to go, but Conrad, she can't get hers. I thought that ball was going to drop, Derek.
Yeah, Conrad has struggled getting the roll. She has not had a friendly touch the last couple of games.
1 for 5 so far this evening. And Roller's gone cold as well. She's 0 for her last 3. But she gets the steal and heads the other way and scores on this one. Now Coach Thornton wants a timeout. The Knights leading 30-19. We'll take a break and be back after these words.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
Minute 16 left here in the half.
Mark Metler has had an exciting officiating week as he had the privilege of ejecting the Marion coach on Tuesday, on Thursday in the freshman game.
Did not know that.
So we actually had 2 ejections here at Norwell, a fan ejection and a coach ejection.
Yeah, that was a Whitco fan that was ejected, and boy, you just don't see that very often. Another pass thrown away by the Squaws. Shelton looking for help, finds Roller, who launches the long 3. It's well short.
Oops.
Out of bounds as Alexa Mallory entered for the Knights off that timeout. Tried to save it.
Yep, just 5 fan ejections in this state this year.
Is that right?
There was only 1 all of last season in basketball.
Now, where in the world did you look up that stat?
Actually, there's a travel again. Boy, that's another phantom travel call. But anyway, browsing through looking for the baseball sectionals to be announced, and I came across the executive committee minutes.
Oh, okay.
And the stats are in there compared to last year, and all the ejections are up in all categories, players, fans, coaches, and even administration.
I'll be darned. Madison Dunnick with a nice move there. She just couldn't get it to go. 24 seconds left in the quarter and the half.
Well, the Knights essentially on pace again for their average of 63.
Yes, they are. Oh, nice steal there by Dunnick. And that's going to be a foul on the Squaws.
Knights will be shooting 1 and the bonus. Dunnick's been very active on the defensive end. I like what she's doing. She's been able to just poke the ball out from either side, from the front or the back, and that's just too easy. You got to protect the ball better, and that's something that comes with strength and experience.
Yeah, Samantha Sonnenberg, just a sophomore. She commits her first foul as Dunnick able to knock down the first of the front end of a 1-and-1. Just 13.9 seconds left in the half. Almost fell. Sonnenberg with the rebound. Maddie Sonnenberg. Hunter with the ball and 8 seconds left. Working on Beer into the lane. The left hand, no good. Beer with the rebound. They can get a shot off. Well, they're not going to. As Hunter with the miss. Not a lot of opportunities there for the Squaws in the second quarter. They only took 7 shots from the field. We'll figure up the rest of the stats and be back with your halftime show after these words from our sponsors.
What do you guys want to eat for supper tonight?
I want paschetti.
I want paschetti.
Paschetti's Italian restaurant, where yes, you can get spaghetti and so much more. Subs, sandwiches, burgers, calzones, pizzas, salads, and a whole menu full of Italian cuisine and desserts. Paschetti's restaurant is conveniently located at 229 West Market Street in Bluffton, and they're open for lunch 11 to 4, 7 days a week.
Fine, we'll go to Paschetti's, but I want some garlic knots.
Paschetti's, open Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 11 to 8 p.m. Paschetti's Italian Restaurant, 229 West Market Street in Bluffton.
He shoots. He scores. It's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniel's.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com. Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Well, welcome back to the Castle and the Halftime Show. Greg Van Meter along with Derek Decker. And Derek, after a very hot start by the Knights tonight in the first few minutes of the first half, they've really cooled off, but they maintain a 12-point lead, mostly on the strength of the fact that they've created a ton of turnovers for Bellmont.
Yeah, and it's kind of deja vu from last night from the boys' game. The Knights started hot from the outside, especially shooting the ball, and then kind of cooled off towards the end of that first half. But the Knights made up for it on the defensive end, where they were able to create, 7 or 8 turnovers in that quarter?
10 in the quarter.
10 in the quarter, so 17 for the half. That's impressive. The Knights did a great job on Thursday of creating turnovers against Whitco. I think that's what won them the ball game, because Whitco did a good job on their offensive set, but when Norwell was able to take it away, they were able to get in transition and score quick.
Well, for the visitors on the scoreboard, they were 8 of 16 from the field overall for 50%, not bad at all, and 3 of 4 from beyond the arc.
That's 75%.
Good. 75%. Yeah, they did not shoot a free throw. Individual scoring, Grace Hunter led the way with 8 points. Becca Wilder had 6 for the Squaws, and Andy Schultz chipped in a 3-pointer for a total of 19. For the homestanding Lady Knights, as a team, they had just 7 turnovers in the first half. After that hot start, they were 12 of 32 from the field, and boy, what a difference. They've put the ball up twice as many times as Bellmont has here so far in this one, 32 shots to 16. From beyond the arc, Norwell was 4 of 11 for 36%, 38% overall on field goals. And from the line, Norwell just 2 of 5 for 40%. So not great shooting across the board so far for the Lady Knights. From an individual scoring standpoint, Kaylee Roller and Quinn Shelton each with 8 so far. And then it's pretty well spread out. Mackenzie Sawyer, Courtney Beer, and Stephanie Conrad all with 3. That's a low-scoring quarter for Stephanie here recently. Also, Casey Strunk chipped in 2 for a total of 31. And the Knights lead by 12. I think what really stands out to me, obviously, is the turnovers. Norwell 10 less at this point than the Squaws.
Yeah, not only 10 less, but you've seen what that's created on the offensive end. They put up twice as many shots. And that, in reality, the Knights are a good enough shooting team, even though they're not having a fantastic night. They're a good enough shooting team that they're going to convert enough of those possibilities to be in the lead here, and they lead it by 12. Obviously, we talked about how Bellmont was a, 38-point underdog.
30. Yeah, it was right at 30.
Coming in. It was 30.
60 to 30, yeah. And by the way, fans, I did miss Madison Dunnick, who had 4 points in that first half.
That's where the 4 points are missing from.
Yep. She was 1 of 6 from the field and 1 of 1 from the line. Some other individual looks here. Kaylee Roller had 8 points. Pretty good shooting. 3 of 7 from the field. Stephanie Conrad is the one that's not scoring like maybe what we've seen. She was just 1 of 5 from the floor. And Quinn Shelton, 4 of 9. So Quinn getting off the most shots of any of the Lady Knights there in the first half. But as a team, they just shot 38%. We'd like to see that up around 45.
Yeah, that's better.
Level.
Yep, but 36 from three-point range, not a bad clip. Still, this team used to shooting closer to 40% from three-point line, although we saw them not shoot that well on Thursday and still come out with a win. And if you can, we've talked about that the entire year. If you can find a way to win without shooting the ball well, you know you're a quality team.
Absolutely. Norwell trying to move to a 4-1 in the conference tonight.
Yeah, if they win out, they can guarantee a share of the conference, as East Noble is the last game of the regular season. They do not have a loss to their credit yet in the conference. I believe they still have to play DeKalb and Leo before playing Norwell. But the Knights have, this is one of their final 5 games of the regular season. They host Snyder next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday rather, then travel to New Haven and Lures before finishing out the season here at the Castle against East Noble. And then the sectional draw is a week from Monday. We'll know who they play. Important for both of these teams as Bellmont joins Norwell in sectional 23, hosted here at the Castle.
And, of course, the girls' tournament moved up a week this year, as they want the girls to finish and be entirely done before the boys start.
And that's
play. I think it makes sense.
It does, because previously sectional championship for the boys was on the same evening as state championship for the girls.
Yep. And they really like playing one of those state championship games on Friday night. Apparently they're going
Are they doing that this year? That's what they do in baseball.
Right.
They play 1 game Friday and then 3 on Saturday. And they wait till it's not a set class. They wait to see, and in all likelihood, it's probably going to be the 4A game that's going to be played on Friday, as that will likely draw the biggest attendance of the evening.
Yeah, now I'm not positive that that's the way it's going. I do know that all the games are at Bankers Life this year.
And as that's last year they returned. They were in Terre Haute a couple of years. They were in Fort Wayne a couple of years. It's been kind of around the state, and now back in the central location of Bankers Life. Today, Indiana stayed perfect in the Big Ten, improving to 5-0 after a 70-63 hard-fought win on the road at Minnesota in a game where they trailed for a good chunk and then came back at the end, hit their free throws, and did what they needed to do down the stretch to improve to 5-0 in the conference and win their 10th straight on the year.
The big upset that I saw today, Derek, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame beat Duke. Also, Auburn beat Kentucky today. Kentucky
losing is not – that's becoming a trend this year.
It is. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the team a couple years ago where they lost in the NIT to Robert Morris. They're becoming a team where they're not able to win. And in the SEC, you got to be able to win.
That's for sure. Norwell with the ball to start the second half here, as that's out of bounds. A wayward pass by Kaylee Roller. Bellmont will get it.
Yeah, that's not a common occurrence either.
Both sets of starters back out there on the floor to start this second half. Velez out there with 3 fouls. She handles the basketball. Now Wilder, who's being guarded by Conrad, leaves it for Sonnenberg. Now Schultz and Hunter on the right wing. Hunter being guarded by Mackenzie Sawyer. Mackenzie just took it right away from her. Strunk the other way, no foul called, and Casey can't get the first shot to go, but Stephanie Conrad on the follow picks up a foul. It'll go on Grace Hunter, her first, team's first. Conrad to the line for the second time tonight, as she knocks down the first one. That's the biggest lead of the ball game, 13 points so far for Norwell.
Just her 4th point of the evening, is that correct?
Yeah, it is correct. Still at 4.
Knight's now 3 of 7 from the line.
And the trend has been for Norwell to be short on their shots so far tonight.
Right.
20 times they've missed shots. The majority of those have been short as opposed to long or side to side. Velez being guarded by Strunk. Tightly, I might add. Now Velez looking for help. Finally finds Wilder beyond the 3-point line. Conrad up on her. Now Velez gets it back. Got a mismatch as Shelton guarding Velez. Velez into the lane with the left hand. Can't get it to go. Sawyer got her hands on it. It goes out of bounds, and Bellmont will get it back. That was the first shot of the quarter for Bellmont at the 6:33 mark. That's only the 17th shot they've gotten up in this basketball game.
It's a very low number.
It really is. Well, when you've got 18 turnovers to this point, that's going to happen, and there's a 19th. As good defense by Kaylee Roller to disrupt Maddie Sonnenberg's dribble. It was off of Maddie and out of bounds. So Casey Strunk will head the other way for the Knights. Shelton into the lane with the floater. Can't get it to go.
That was short as well.
Lid on the basket for both teams so far here to start the third. Nice move by Grace Hunter. She picks up her 10th point of the evening and cuts Norwell's lead to 11. Roller into the lane, loses the basketball. She's going to be fouled. We'll see who that goes against, but Kaylee will go to the line to shoot a pair. I think it's on Grace Hunter. It appears as though perhaps Coach Thornton making a conscious effort to take the ball at Grace Hunter. 2 quick fouls on the freshman. Roller able to knock down her first. It makes her 1 of 3 from the line to this point. Her 9th point.
We are able to bring you the Subway scoreboard, the overlays this evening as opposed to last night where we just could not make that happen.
No. We were on a trial form of our streaming software, which maxed out at 30 minutes, so we kept having to restart it. Oh, nice steal there by Casey Strunk. Well-timed jump. She'll head the other way. Pass up ahead to Shelton, and Shelton with the bank shot assist. Casey Strunk. Shelton now has 10 points. Boy, nice play by Strunk all the way around. Created the steal, pushed it up the floor, and got the assist. And Shelton wisely using the backboard on that shot. About an 8-footer.
Crawled it over the rim for the score.
Hunter in the backcourt being guarded by Shelton. Similarly built, both long and lanky, as that almost was a turnover. Instead picked up in the corner by Sonnenberg. Schultz found herself open and missed the long jumper.
Conrad traveled.
Yep, she did. She traveled as she came down. That turnover on Stephanie Conrad.
That was an interesting shot as she just kind of turned around and flung it up there.
Her.
So she flung it up there.
Yeah, she sure did. Grace Hunter up top. She's being guarded by Maddie Sawyer, or excuse me, Mackenzie Sawyers. Schultz missed another one. This time that was up a 3, I believe. There's Sawyer for 3, no good. And the rebound to Wilder. She'll leave it for Hunter. Hunter across the timeline. Really handling the ball most of the time now for the Squaws. And a foul's going to be called. I think that's going to go on Strunk. We'll see.
No, he called a block, so it's going to be on Sawyer, which
yep.
is... Yeah.
That's her third.
Yeah, it looked to me like Strunk kind of came in there and reached at the basketball, but it's not what the officials saw.
Lindy Dial checks in for the Knights, replacing Shelton. 4:36 on the clock here in the third quarter. Wilder Wilder throws it away.
Yeah, I think she was looking forward to getting the corner. Hunter was not there.
That's the fourth turnover of the quarter for the Squaws. 2 so far on the Knights. Under 4.5 left. Strunk up top with the left hand. Boy, I don't think she knew it. She was wide open there for a second. Conrad open. No good with the 16-footer. And Hunter the other way. Oh, Sawyer just took it right away from her. Excellent defense there by Mackenzie Sawyer. Looks to her right. Strunk finds Roller. Thought about the three. Instead, a good ball fake. And Kaylee with the left hand gets her 4th point of the second half. Makes it a 17-point Norwell lead. Coach Heim burns another timeout. Is that a full one, Derek?
Yeah, it's full.
He's only got 2 left. We'll take a full timeout along with Coach and be right back after these words from New Holland Tri-County. Norwell starting to pull away a little bit in this one. They had a 12-point lead at halftime. They've stretched it out to 17, and Belmont's only put 2 points on the board. A score by Grace Hunter early in the quarter. They've had a long dry spell with 3:57 left.
Yeah, they have, and it's kind of getting to where Norwell's just finally starting to outlast the Squaws just a little bit.
Yeah, energy level goes down a little bit as the game goes along. We do have a sub for Bellmont. Hamrick in there coming out of the timeout. Norwell with some full court pressure. Coach Thornton trying to put the stake in the Squaws here as, oh boy, Mackenzie Sawyer took that ball away from Ryan Velez. And you know what? The official needs to recognize the fact that he blew the call.
Yeah, as
that's
had
a fourth
to talk
foul.
And that's a really tough call. And actually, that's 2 tough calls in a row for Mackenzie Sawyer, as he's going to have to explain it to Coach Thornton. I think what he's talking to him about is he didn't want Sawyer showing him up. As
and Coach Thornton's saying, hey, I'll tell you what, I'll talk to my players.
Yeah, that was not necessary.
No, you know, there's just no reason for it. Now, Mackenzie did bounce the ball hard on the floor, but it wasn't egregious.
No.
As Velez throws it away.
Boy, Belmont just struggling. And they seem to have a lot of balls where they just people aren't in the right spots on offense.
Zigging and zagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of that's Norwell overplaying the passing lanes.
Yeah.
They're being very aggressive. And that's causing a lot of those turnovers. Lindy Dial into the lane. The floater, no good. Rebound controlled by Hunter. Quickly the other way. Hambrick, no good. Conrad pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, and this is just a little bit more of an aggressive defense for Norwell. Belmont likely no stranger to a zone, as a lot of teams in the Northeast 8 play a zone outside of Fort Wayne. Once you get into the SAC, there's a lot of man-to-man. But outside of that, a lot of zone defense. And I know Belmont has played the majority of the ACAC on their schedule this year.
Yes, they have. Kaylee Roller handling it. That's, it's got to be a foul on somebody.
It's going to be a block.
Madison Dunnick, by the way, came in for the Knights out of that timeout, and that's going to be the third foul on Grace Hunter. She and Ryan Velez each with 3. Oh, Andy Schultz also has 3, actually. Conrad will set up the offense. Dunnick looks inside. Now Courtney Beer also entered off that timeout as well. She'll reset the offense for the Knights. Quinn Shelton gets the pass. Nice kick out to Roller. Roller for 3, no good. But Shelton pulls down the offensive rebound. She can't get it to go. And Bellmont will clear it. Gotta write down those shots. Not quite quick as an iPad, Derek.
It's not. It's a couple of touches.
Velez looking for help. Tries to get it to Hunter inside. It's taken away by the Knights. Madison Dunnick doing a good job of getting her hand in the passing lane.
That was a forced pass.
It's the third turnover of the quarter for the Knights. It was a good idea.
It was.
As Conrad was open, the pass just wasn't quite enough to get there. Schultz missing another 3. Quickly the other way, Dunnick. Dunnick will leave it for Beer. Now to Roller. She'll settle things down with 1:47 left here in the third. Shelton.
Moving pick on Kaylee Roller is going to be called here, I believe, or maybe a push-off. But
well, there wasn't enough contact there to mess up anybody's hair as Roller picks up her second foul.
Yeah.
That's the
Roller
third on the Knights here in the second half.
Roller was kind of shocked at that call, and she's
I don't blame her.
Kind of wondering what she did there, as there was not a lot of contact.
Ryan Velez will bring it up for the Squaws, being guarded up top by Shelton. Good pass to Sonnenberg up ahead.
Frankly, this game has not been physical at all.
No.
And the officials are looking for something to call.
Yeah, I guess they're getting bored as Hamrick can't get it to go.
Stay with Bellmont on the possession.
Tied up underneath. Casey Strunk had her hands on that basketball.
Knights with just 7 points here in the quarter.
Yep.
Bellmont with just 2.
Norwell had 17 in the first, 14 in the second. Nice move by Hunter. And Hunter with her 12th point of the game. Cuts Norwell's lead to 15. Nice move there by Shelton. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair. And the foul, I believe, will go on Grace Hunter. That's her 4th, Derek.
Yeah, that's big for Bellmont because she's been a lot of the offense.
Well, she scored 12 of their 23 points.
Hasn't missed here in the second half, just 2 shot attempts as Shelton knocks down the first one.
Ivy Thomas, another sophomore, will replace Grace Hunter in the Bellmont lineup. Shelton looked good on those 2 free throws. Norwell's lead back to 17 with 1:10 left in the quarter. Velez loops it over to Schultz on the left wing. She'll put up that 3 ball from there. She's already taken a couple in this half. 3 overall. Hambrick, her pass is knocked away by Strunk. Excuse me. Yeah, that's Strunk. Lots of times I have a hard time telling her and Madison Dunnick apart when they're on the floor together. Similar hairstyles, length of ponytail. As Shelton knocks that inbounds pass out of bounds. It'll remain the Squaws' ball. 52 seconds left.
Shelton and Conrad also difficult to decipher.
They are sometimes, as Alexa Mallory back in there for the Knights. Velez will set things up for the Squaws, being guarded actually by Mallory. Oh, well, in a man-to-man right now. Velez, the backup jumper, no good, and Mallory pulls down the rebound. Good job by Alexa. Taken away from Strunk, but she gets it right back. And in the corner, Shelton had a 3 look. Instead, she chooses to put it on the floor and drive. Probably a very wise choice.
Yeah, it's good to see Quinn Shelton be aggressive and take to the hole.
That'll be the 4th foul on Andy Schultz.
Yeah, and now several players, at least 2, to my knowledge, with 4 fouls, and Ryan Velez still has 3. As Shelton knocks down the first of 2.
Yeah, of course, Mackenzie Sawyer for the Knights has 4 fouls as well. She's been on the bench now for a little bit. Shelton can't get that one to go.
Another short.
23 seconds left in the third. Velez being guarded by Strunk. Now Sonnenberg going against the much taller Shelton. Leaves it for Wilder. Wilder not much of a threat to score from out there. She's more of an inside presence. Norwell playing a tight man-to-man right now. They switch back and forth between that and the 1-3-1. Wilder with the 15-footer at the buzzer. She had the presence of mind to get that shot up and scored just the 6th point of the quarter for the Squaws. The Knights lead Bellmont here at the Castle 41-25 after 3. We'll take a break and be right back after these words from our sponsors.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Welcome back to the Castle. The Knights up 41-25. Wrote that down wrong, Derek.
Yeah, the lead extended by 4 points there in the quarter as the Knights outscored the Squaws 10-6. In a low-scoring quarter.
Yep.
Knights need 22 to reach the season average.
They'll have the ball to start this quarter.
And a lot of it's just been the lack of shooting the ball well from the floor.
They've had good looks.
Gary.
Yep.
That goes on Conrad.
Conrad trying to get into the lane, got the shot in the hoop, but unfortunately it did not count for the Knights. Turnovers continuing to plague Bellmont. I've got them for 24 so far, and there's
25.
Another one. Grace Hunter's out there with 4 fouls. That's Quinn Shelton on the baseline. Mackenzie Sawyer for the Knights on the bench with 4 fouls. Shelton thought about the 3. Now Roller beyond the arc. Takes it all the way to the left side. Conrad will launch a 3, no good. Look at Alexa Mallory working for the rebound. Nice play by Alexa Mallory to keep the possession alive. Conrad will drive and be fouled on the floor.
Nice job of Alexa Mallory fighting for that rebound as Mallory trying to earn herself some more varsity minutes.
The foul goes on Ashley Hamrick, and it'll send Stephanie Conrad to the line to shoot 1 plus a bonus. Good on the first one. Bellmont with just 2 timeouts left. Norwell with 4, according to my calculations. Conrad good on both. Stephanie 4 for 5 from the line so far this evening. So she has been good from 15 feet away. Velez looking for help. Into the trap, turns it over. Nice steal by Strunk up ahead to Shelton. Excellent pass from Casey Strunk. Boy, great vision there by the senior. Velez trying to attack that 1-3-1. Has a good pass to the elbow. Hamrick gets free for the shot and doesn't come close.
Well, that was very long.
Yep. Ashley 0 for 4 on the evening. Shelton leaves it for Strunk, and Strunk will set things up. Shelton being guarded by Sonnenberg. Now Conrad with the spin into the lane, the right hand, no good. Quickly the other way, Hunter
Another
throws
turnover.
it away. Hamrick just wasn't ready for that pass. Conrad
missed it at the rim.
Yeah,
she's got to knock him down.
She had Shelton open too.
Yeah, and if she chooses to take it to the hoop, she's got to knock it down.
That's a long three by Velez that was well short.
This game kind of getting sloppy.
Little sloppy. Ryan on the evening 0 for 5 from the field. Conrad just 1 of 9.
Wow.
5:42 left in this one. Kaylee Roller will set it up. Bellmont in their man-to-man. They've been in that most of the game. Roller into Conrad, and Conrad gets the left-hander to go. That's the first field goal for Stephanie since the first quarter. Hambrick. Oh.
Another turnover.
Yeah, throws it away. Tried to get it to Maddie Sonnenberg. I don't think Maddie was ready for that pass. Lindy Dial will check in for the Knights as Casey Strunk takes a seat. We had another substitution there as well. Courtney Beer into the ball game. Glenn Shelton sits down. 5:10 left in this one. Norwell with a 22-point lead as they've scored 6 in the quarter. Bellmont has yet to score here in the fourth. That's Dial on the left wing. Now Conrad way up top. Leaves it for Beer. Beer for 3, no good, but Conrad pulls down the offensive rebound. The Knights will reset. Oh, nice give and go with Roller. And Conrad can't get it to go, but she'll go to the line to shoot more free throws. Good recognition there by Kaylee Roller that Conrad had an open lane to cut into. The foul goes on Andy Schultz, and I've got her with 5 fouls, Derek.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about here. So there's going to be a discussion. And now they change the foul.
Becca Wilder instead called for her first foul. Team's 8th of the second half. Norwell with just 3 team fouls so far.
I heard today that in the new Inglewood Stadium in California, there is going to be a 2-sided, oval-shaped, 120-yard video board. And I think that would have clearly shown the replay and could have seen who the actual foul was on.
Two-sided?
Two-sided.
How does that work?
I have no idea.
Where do they put it?
I don't know. I think what it does, it goes that they're trying to create an immersive experience where you feel like you're sitting inside the video board.
Oh, wow.
So,
well, that'll be interesting.
But that's not until 2019.
Yeah.
So.
And that'll be the Rams from St. Louis making that move.
Yeah, well, Colts fans emphatically on social media trying to recruit Rams fans is telling them they're only a short drive away.
Yeah, about a 4-hour drive as Courtney Beer couldn't knock down that 3 attempt. She's 1 for 3 from beyond the arc so far this evening. Conrad, good hands inside to handle that pass. They'll move it back around with under 4 minutes to go. Lindy Dial directing traffic. Yeah, they'll get into their offense. Nice pass from Beer to Conrad. Conrad can't get it to go.
Conrad's just in a little bit of a funk right now from the field as Coach Hine takes timeout.
I believe that'll be a full timeout.
I think it has to be.
Yeah. I believe you're right, Derek.
Yep.
Since it is, we'll take a full timeout as well and be back. The Knights up by 24.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
3:41 left in this one. Bellmont with the basketball. Norwell in their 1-3-1 with Stephanie Conrad up top. A nice split there by Hunter. She's been out there for quite a while with 4 fouls, but a good steal by the Lady Knights. That's I've got 30 turnovers for Bellmont in this one. They've only gotten 2 shots off here in the fourth quarter with 3:15 to go. Missed them both. They've yet to score. Sawyer's back in there for the Knights with 4 fouls. Not sure who she entered for, but she's on the floor. That's going to be a foul on Grace Hunter, and that's going to be the evening for the young freshman.
Yeah.
She'll foul out with 3:04 to go.
She'll finish with
12
points.
Very good shooting night for the freshman.
Yeah.
She was 5 of 6.
Yeah.
From the field.
And she didn't, you mentioned 5 for 6, only 6 shot attempts. She didn't get that many opportunities due to the fact of 30 turnovers.
Yeah. She was 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. As Stephanie Conrad having a big fourth quarter for the Knights.
Makes it 50-25.
As Stephanie good on that one as well. Hope I didn't miss a point there somewhere. Nope, I'm right on. Just, I don't think I marked up that last free throw. Bellmont with another turnover. Courtney Beer comes out of there with it. Under 3 minutes left in this one. Belmont's got to be getting a little frustrated as Beer misses that driving shot.
Yeah, and it's especially frustrating considering Bellmont was in this game at one point.
Yeah, they were.
They kept themselves within 7 or 9, kept it in single digits, and I thought maybe was going to give themselves a chance as they turn it over for the 31st time.
Actually,
32nd time.
Yep. The score was 31-19 at half.
And that's a manageable. Yeah. That's a manageable deficit.
4 possessions, not a huge deal. Now they're down by 26. And a lot of that damage having been done here in the fourth quarter. It was 41-25 after 3 quarters. So Norwell has scored 10 unanswered points here in the fourth. And they're being very patient. Without a shot clock, you can do this. Beer finds Dial. Now Sawyer working back and forth. Alexa Mallory at the free throw line. She has not looked to score at all. Dial, and nice drive by Lindy.
Yeah, nice to see Lindy Dial take it to the hole and crawled it over the rim for the basket.
Yeah, it looked like she was going to pass, kind of faked out the defender.
Yep. That was a Casey Strunk move.
Yes, it was. And on the baseline, Samantha Sonnenberg's going to be fouled. It'll go on Dial, her first. Team's 4th. Now Logan Rowles, the sophomore, will check in. Of course, Logan played the majority of the JV game. That'll be the last we'll see of Stephanie Conrad this evening. That's Samantha Sonnenberg from long distance, no good. Nice save, though.
Nice save.
By Carrie Scott, and Carrie Scott ends up with the basket, the first basket of the fourth quarter for Bellmont. 1:15 left. Logan Rowles not seeing a lot of varsity time this year with all the seniors on the squad. But I tell you, she'll be a big part of next year's squad.
There's another night turnover.
It away. Just a 12th turnover on the Knights this evening. Now another JV player, Brielle Wilson, enters.
Along with Cece Archbold. That's probably wrong in the book, as that was actually in the official book was listed as Caitlin Weichel, so it must have been a game-time decision.
Make that change here quickly in the book. As Velez into the front court, under a minute to go here for the Squaws.
Another
and Archbold lost the basketball. It'll remain Norwell's ball.
Jump ball.
Jump ball?
I think what happened was he didn't see it.
I think that's exactly what happened.
And
that's
you can
fine.
call it. Yeah, it is.
Can't call what you can't see. Also in the game for Bellmont, Allison McBride, number 14.
Blocked.
That shot blocked as Samantha Sonnenberg tried to launch a long 2. She missed a 3 earlier as well. That shot by Velez, no good.
Blocked again by Logan Rouse. 2 blocks in the fourth quarter here. Brielle Wilson scores.
Yep, Brielle Wilson with her first 2 for the varsity squad in quite a while. Logan Rouse playing excellent defense. 13 seconds left. And another steal.
Yeah, that'll do it. The Knights are going to come out of here with a 55-27 win against the rivals from Decatur. And it's in a game that was really decided in the second half.
It really was. Norwell moved to 4-1 in the conference, 16-2 overall. Bellmont falls to 6-13 overall and 1-4 in the conference. We'll take a break, figure up some stats, probably have an interview for you, and be back after these words from our sponsors with your post-game show.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us for checking accounts that fit your needs. We have free checking with no strings attached. Absolutely free checking with a free Visa debit card. Free online banking, even mobile banking. Stop by or call any First Bank of Bern office. We'll help you find a checking account that is perfect for you. First Bank of Bern, employee-owned and conveniently located. Visit us online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located, across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis at Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
He shoots, he scores, it's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniel's.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us for checking accounts that fit your needs. We have free checking with no strings attached. Absolutely free checking with a free Visa debit card, free online banking, even mobile banking. Stop by or call any First Bank of Bern office. We'll help you find a checking account that is perfect for you. First Bank of Bern, employee-owned and conveniently located. Visit us online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
Welcome back to the Castle and your post-game show, where the Knights go to 4-1 in conference play, 16-2 overall, with a 55-27 win over Bellmont, as the Knights turned what was just a 12-point lead in the first half into a 28-point victory. We're joined now by head coach Eric Thornton of the Knights. And, Coach, boy, you really kind of put it on him in the second half. I had the ladies squads with 34 turnovers. I thought your defense was really outstanding, especially up top.
Yeah, our defense was good. I made a comment towards the end of the game.
How about we turn you on?
That's fine. Hey.
Wouldn't that be good?
Nobody wants to listen to me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I want to listen to you, Coach.
No, thank you for pointing out the defense, because that's what we really were talking about on the bench as coaches at the end, and just saying, our kids really did play a nice defensive game in the second half. And offense, it wasn't a great game offensively for us, but that's the type of game it was tonight, and I think there'll be other games where maybe our kids are maybe ramped a little bit more for that. But I really love watching the Hunter kid play for Bellmont. A lot of
She's
credit
going to
her.
be a good one.
Exciting freshman. We really enjoyed watching film on her and just watching her on both ends of the floor. She's such a nice player, and I know Bellmont's excited to have her, and Andy and I were talking about that before the game. And she's tough to guard.
Yeah.
And we did so much better in the second half in both our 1-3-1 and our man. We tried to face guard her. And as I said before the game, when you have to face guard a player and you give your kids one assignment like that, boy, if we can really do a good job on that and make them uncomfortable and take them a little bit out of what they're used to getting, that helps us in big games. Down the stretch here, we've got some big games left, and certainly into the tournament. When you get a kid like Mackenzie out there, and then McCasey takes a turn, Mackenzie starts on her, and then Casey takes a turn, and then Courtney comes in, and so on. We need to be able to do that with our lack of size, where we can just make things a little different for them. So that's something we tried to work on tonight. Effort was good. Knocked down some free throws there in the second half and got to the line more, and that was something we didn't do in the first half. So better second half than first half, but we'll have to play better on Wednesday against Snyder.
Did you make a conscious effort to take it at Hunter in the second half? I mean, she's racked up all 5 of her fouls in the second half.
Not really. I just think she tries to cover everything she can cover. And it wasn't anything that we talked about. We just said only 5 free throw attempts in the first half against a man-to-man defense. That says a lot about our mentality in the first half, that it wasn't where it needed to be. And so the effort was really just to try to get to the rack and then play off of that.
And 15 free throws attempted in the second half. 11 for 15 is what we had you for. That's pretty good shooting for this girls squad.
It was better. We're getting a lot of free throws up in practice down the stretch. We're shortening our practices. We want the intensity there. I just told the kids everything is about now ramping things up for the tournament. Mentally, we're trying to lock in on everything we can to get it better and tighter. The intensity in practice has got to continue to be there. We need to go short and hard. Just get free throw repetitions, get pressure free throws in. We're excited about the games we have coming up down the stretch here to get us ready for the tournament. And our seniors they've been through this thing. This has been a seasoned group here that they know what's coming up here, and they're excited about it, and you can feel it. I think the draw is a week from tomorrow.
Right.
We talked about that. This group's excited for this, and to be everything ahead of them. We looked at and said every single goal that you set at the beginning of the year is still in front of you.
Absolutely,
and
still
now
attainable.
You've got to go take it now.
Yep.
It's time to start taking some stuff right now.
Yep, absolutely. Of course, a very always tough Snyder team coming in tonight on Wednesday night into the Castle, and then you're on the road at New Haven. New Haven's still a struggling unit, but they seem to be improving a little bit.
New Haven is, and that's a game that obviously we have to have, being a conference game. And then that last week, I really love the way the last week is set up for us. Playing on the road against Lures, a potential sectional opponent, and then East Noble here senior night. That'll be fun. That could be, at the worst, for a share of the conference.
Right.
So there's a lot on the line. It's a tournament type of feel there in the last week of the season, and Snyder gives us that as well. And then you've got the conference game against New Haven. So those are such important games to our team right now.
And this year, we were talking a little bit about it before the game. This year especially seems to just have flown by with the tournament being moved up a week.
It sure does. I can't believe it.
I know.
I can't believe it that
Tomorrow's
we're right
January
there. We're talking
18th.
about 2 weeks here. And, just proud of the girls for the lessons they've learned along the way. And, I know what this group is all about. I can't say enough about them on and off the floor. I want them to experience the ultimate.
Yep.
That's what I hope for this team as a group. So we're going to do our best.
Well, I know you will, Coach. I appreciate you taking the time this evening. And we'll be back here with you on Wednesday night.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. Now, see, Derek, if you give me too much to think about in a manner that is not to what I'm specifically accustomed to, I'll mess it up. And you know what happened there? He had the headphone that's on my left hand on his head. Yeah. You were behind me, so I had it all turned around. So not your fault, my fault. But
I think okay.
Yeah, no, that's all on me.
All right.
I'll take the responsibility.
That's good with me.
Well, let's wrap up with some stats here, and then we need to name a couple of players of the game. For the Bellmont squads tonight, individual scoring, they were led by Grace Hunter, the freshman, with 12 points on excellent shooting, 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Also in double figures was Becca Wilder. She had 10 points this evening. Again, she was actually perfect from the field by my book, 4 of 4 from the field. And then Andy Schultz chipped in with a three-pointer, and Carrie Scott chipped in with a basket for a total of 27 points for the Bellmont squads. They accomplished that on 12 of 33 shooting from the field. That's 36%, and 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, 38%. Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's a pretty good percentage. Better than what Norwell shot here.
Absolutely. They did not shoot a free throw. And, of course, the big issue was 34 turnovers for the Bellmont Squaws tonight. I mean, that really was the story of the game.
Yeah, it was. The Knights were able to force turnovers all over the place, left and right. They were able to force turnovers. Now, in retrospect, some of those were unforced, but a lot of the times Norwell was getting the turnovers. A lot of them were live ball turnovers.
Yes, they were.
And that created transition points.
It sure did, and the Knights just took advantage of that all night long. For the Knights, they were led in scoring. Again, 3 players in double figures tonight. They were led in scoring by Quinn Shelton with 15. Kaylee Roller and Stephanie Conrad chipped in with 12 apiece. Stephanie had a big fourth quarter with 8 points in that fourth quarter. Also scoring for the Knights, Madison Dunnick had 4. Mackenzie Sawyer and Courtney Beer each had a 3-pointer. And then Casey Strunk, Lindy Dial, and Brielle Wilson all with a basket apiece for the Knights for a total of 55. Overall, Norwell was 18 of 51 from the field for a 35% shooting percentage, not as good as what you'd like to see. And from beyond the arc, just 4 of 16. They missed all 5 3-pointers they took in the second half. From the line, though, pretty good performance, 13 of 20 for 65%, and 15 of those free throws were in the second half. Also, from a floor game standpoint, the Knights committed just 12 turnovers this evening. So I would say a solid performance tonight for the Knight, especially on the defensive end, really creating a lot of havoc for the Bellmont Squaws.
Yeah, and Coach Thornton touched on it. The offensive performance is not as good as what we like to see or what they usually are, but that's okay if you can make up for it with 34 turnovers forced on the defensive end. I was really impressed. Norwell was just jumping in the passing lanes right and left. And granted, this is a young team, and that'll happen with a young team.
Right.
Some of the passes just aren't as crisp yet as they should be at the varsity level. But Norwell took advantage of that. And I thought they did a great job in transition. Didn't turn it over when they were in transition, and they were able to move the ball quickly without turning it over.
Yeah, they really did. They did a good job all night with that. And again, we've gotten used to it from this basketball team, but they really share the basketball.
Yeah, they do a great job. Assist on probably a better percentage than perhaps setting. I mean, obviously we can't keep an assist record. Sometimes they're just too hard to keep, especially on nights like tonight here. But they've got to be close to on percentage of baskets.
Yep.
Assists for field goals has to be an incredible number for this team.
Well, Derek, we need to name a couple of players of the game for this one, as they're sponsored by New Holland Tri-County. What are you thinking?
I get the honors 2 nights in a row.
Yes, that's correct.
For Bellmont, I am going to go with Grace Hunter, the freshman. She just had, 12 points on 5 of 6 shooting, and she just looks incredibly athletic and smooth with the basketball.
Very strong.
She's going to be great to watch for the next 3 years.
You know, and she's still got room to grow. She's closer to 5'10".
She does.
Might be closer to 5'9" right now.
Very athletic, though, for being
very much
good-sized.
And she, just from the way she's built, looks like she might have the opportunity to end up 6'1". You get a guard with skills at that kind of height
that can step out. Oh,
look out!
That's tough.
Yep.
Very similar to I think what Jackie Young's accomplishing at Princeton.
Yep, good call there. How about for the Lady Knights this evening?
Well, there are 3 players that come to mind. It's Kaylee Roller, Stephanie Conrad, and Quinn Shelton all come to mind. Kaylee, I thought, did a nice job of taking care of the basketball. She's just so improved over last year.
Yes.
She just looks very improved. Stephanie Conrad really struggled from the field, kind of made up for it in that fourth quarter, especially from the free throw line. And Quinn Shelton had a pretty solid night from the field. Did a good job on the defensive end as well at the top of that 1-3-1 trap. To me, just watching from an offensive end and the aggressiveness that I saw, and not only just the potential that I saw that could grow here, I'm going to go with Quinn Shelton, because Quinn has an excellent potential to grow more and more. As she takes it to the basket, if she can knock down her free throws, she's going to become a vital weapon, especially as we head into tournament week in the next couple of weeks. Everybody's going to be playing their best basketball, and you have to bring your best. And I think Quinn Shelton did a great job doing that tonight.
Yeah, I thought she did too. Much more aggressive, didn't settle for the long jumper, although she's got a very good shot from beyond the arc. Really attacked the basket tonight. I was just starting to figure out her shooting. She was 0 for 1 from beyond the arc, but inside the arc, 6 of 10, 11, excuse me, 6 of 11, so 6 of 12 overall. That's
good.
That's a pretty good night. 50% from the floor, scoring 15 points on 12 shots. That'll work. And I would agree with both of your players of the game, Derek. I think you made a good call. New Holland Tri-County players of the game tonight for Bellmont, it's Grace Hunter, and for Quinn Shelton, and for Norwell, excuse me, it's Quinn Shelton. Once again, your final here from the Castle, it's Norwell 55, Bellmont 27 for Derek Decker. This is Greg Van Meter saying so long and have a great rest of your weekend.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.